Alright, good morning everyone. How's it going? So today I'm going to be bringing you along with me to my Laredo run. So I start off my day here in the yard as usual. I already did all my pre-trips on my trailer and on my truck and my trailer. And so now we're going to go ahead and take off. Try and beat everybody out of here because everyone's already scrambling to get out of here. So I don't want to mess around here for too much longer. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I've already brought you up through uh, this yard before. I probably saw one of my coworkers wave. He's probably. No, I don't know if anybody in this company knows that I do. They have a trucking channel. Never really brought it up to them or anything like that, and no one in this company has told me anything like, "Oh, hey, you Johnny Trucking?" So. So I don't think anybody knows that I do this. So my coworker next to me, which to be honest with you, I don't even know his name. Lately, and it's not for lack of trying. I'll tell you guys this. It's because typically, you know, even from a local truck driving standpoint, um, every now and then you might see the same drivers every day, but we all have different start times and different routes that we take. So sometimes you'll see the same person more than once in a day or something like that, and then sometimes you won't see a person for like a week or so. It just depends on what time your routes are and their routes are, and so sometimes you see each other at the same place, sometimes you don't. So it just depends on a couple of different things. So it's one of those things where I'm sure they don't know my name half the time. A lot of the times it's just by kind of sight, like, oh, I've seen you a few times, but I don't remember what your name is. People in the office though are the same people every day, so people in the office have pretty much already memorized who's in the office and whatnot at this point. So the office people are the same people that are there every day, so none of that necessarily changes for me. Um, there, but this is the thing about this dirt yard that I don't like. Two things I don't like about this dirt yard. One, it's full of potholes, and you have to be careful. And a lot of them, because there's so many divots and whatnot in the path. It's like you have to pick and choose which ones you're gonna hit because you're not gonna be able to dodge all of them. So you have to pick and choose which ones you're gonna hit because it's like, well, what the hell else can you do? So it just is what it is. But it kind of sucks, and then we have to drive our personal vehicles through this as well. So that's another thing that's kind of like lame, but it is what it is. What else can I do? And then the other thing I don't like about this yard is that it's 100% dirt. It's like this dirt gravel crap. So what it does is it just kicks up dust all day and all night. And what ends up happening is you end up, you come into work in the morning and your windows are like this, where they're all dirty. They're all dirty as shit. They're all nasty, and you have to clean them every day. Like, I mean, I know that I'm making it sound like, oh, well, geez, God forbid you got to clean your windows every day or you got to wipe them with something. Like, well, you know, I didn't used to have to do that on all my other trucks that I drove. I didn't have to clean the windows every single day. But it's just because there's so much dust and everything that kicks up from all the other trucks and everything in this yard. From all the other trucks in this yard and whatnot. And so that's kind of what ends up happening. And so it's just getting kind of annoying that, I have to do that every day. But it's all right. Right now there's a little bit of condensation because it's a little humid out here. If you're from the South Texas area, you know what I'm talking about. Around this time is where it begins for about 3 months, or about 3 or 4 months straight. Every morning you get up and it's humid as fuck. It sucks. You feel like your clothes are just sticking to you, and you feel like, ugh, you feel out of breath. And then right now that I haven't got a chance to, that we haven't had a chance to take these trucks to get washed, right now they're just dirt magnets right now. So it's like, yeah. So instead of some of the dirt, like bouncing off, it just sticks. So it's like it gets dirty a lot easier, a lot faster. Let's go ahead and take this turnaround. I do like that the access to the highway that I have to take to get to my stops in Laredo out of the yard is literally right here. Like I'm already about to be back on I-35 South here in just a minute, and that's it. So it's not a lot, That's the one part I do like about the yard. Let's see, I'm gonna let this guy go because I'm gonna have to jump these trucks. Let this gentleman go forward. Jump it over here to the right. It looks like we have a lot of trucks that stayed on the side of the highway overnight. The Love's lot probably. This Love's lot, y'all seen me park there before. It's super. It's one of the small. It's super small, and it gets filled up really, really quickly. And so I guess what a lot of guys do is they just park on the side of the highway there and walk across. It's a smart and a not so smart thing. The reason it's not so smart is because, well, you leave yourself open to any kind of potential accident or anything like that. Especially when you're on the left side like that, where there's a turnaround there. But oh well, I haven't seen, up until this point, I haven't seen an officer stop them or anything like that. So whatever. A lot of things out here in trucking are when in Rome. That's a lot of the mindset of a lot of the truck drivers out here. When in Rome, you'll do it until someone tells you not to, kind of thing. And even at that, you still won't listen. You'll still go ahead and do it anyways. I'll go ahead and get on the left side because this right side of this road's a little bumpy, a little choppy. The left side's much better, and there's nobody coming anyways. So, but yeah, today I'm going to Laredo. This is usually my daily route. I go from San Antonio to Laredo, and I come back. And I got 2 stops in Laredo. Both of them are fairly easy to get into and get out of. But sometimes it just depends on what's going on that day at those shippers. But sometimes there could be some congestion in the areas, in the entrances, and the parking areas where I need to be able to park my truck. My stops usually take a little bit longer than usual, just because this route that they moved me to usually ends up with a trailer full of returns. And what I mean by returns is it's literally our warehouse, because like I said, we're a full on logistics company, and so we do shipping, receiving, all of that stuff for the contracts that we're under. So what we do is when they receive, I'm trying to see what this truck's going to do over here, but I'm not going to be able to scoot over, so he's going to have to slow down. I was going to scoot over for him, but this truck over here was coming up fast behind me, so sorry, guy. Here's what it is. But anyways, so they'll have returns from day to day that have to go back to the shippers. So whether we're returning empty crates or returning actual product that, you know, that's overflow or whatever, right? So on this route, what I found, I've been on this route for about a week now, and what I found is that they do end up having a pretty good amount of returns almost daily on this route. So this is one of the gifts and a curse about being able to go 70, is that you are able to pass up trucks, but now you have to pay more attention than ever to your passing lanes and whatnot. And this is a 75 highway, pretty much all the way through Laredo. So I can only go 70. All the other cars can go 75. So you kind of play a game of cat and mouse sometimes with the left passing lane. And then most of the trucks out here that I encounter, they all go about 65. So I end up passing up a lot of trucks. But yeah, so today I have a trailer full of returns. Like it's full to the from the front to the back of the trailer, full of returns. So I have to go to the first shipper that I'm going to go to, and I have to park there. And so what they end up having to do is take everything out. You know, that's all the returns, and then they also fill it up with stuff that I'm taking back. So I'm doing a delivery and a pickup and all in one shot in that one shipper. So that one usually takes about, sometimes it almost takes them 2 hours to do all of that. Which is, I know it doesn't sound like a lot. I know that we've all had worse experiences at shippers and receivers and whatnot. Sometimes we're there for, half a day. But considering what the timelines that this company likes to stick to, 2 hours is a long time. But what else can you do when there's so much freight to pull off, and then you have to put on freight too? So then they'll pull everything out, they'll fill it up, and then they'll send me on my way. And then I go to my second stop. And at my second stop, that's where I have to just do a pickup there. So typically my day will start. I usually start my day about 6:30, depending on just while the day's going or whatever, right? But as long as I'm as long as I'm in the truck and moving by 6:30, I can get to my stops on time. Sometimes I'll leave a little bit earlier, just if I need to do a fill up or something. If I know that I need to fill up with fuel, then I'll leave a little bit earlier so that I can get that done and still get to the shipper on time. But so I should still be able to do that today. Today I got a full tank of fuel. So sometimes even the four-wheelers don't even go the speed limit. They go under. I'm going 70. If I'm beeping him, then that means I'm going faster than him already. But the thing is that once again here, like I said, it's cat and mouse, because I'm gonna go and pass him up. But I know that Silverado can go faster than 70. I know it can. He just doesn't want to take it over 70. That's fine. That's fair. He's in the right lane to be able to do that. But at any time, he can decide to just kick that gas pedal, and that thing's gonna go past me again. But it doesn't look like he's staying consistent. Whatever speed he's rolling, he's going consistent. The only reason that I would expect that anybody would go on a 75 would go that slow on a four-wheeler is either your car has some mechanical issues, and it has issues when you go over 70, or you're running out of gas and you don't want to burn it. That's about the only two things that I can think of, because otherwise, gun it to 75 all the way in. If I have a vehicle that's capable of going 75 on a 75, I'm going to go 75. I'm not going to go 70 or 62 or 65 or 68. I'm going to go 75. I ain't about fuel efficiency when I want to go somewhere, when I want to get somewhere. But very rarely do I pass up four-wheelers, but sometimes you'll get that. And like I said, it's cat and mouse. Sometimes, they don't realize that they're not going the speed limit, and they see a truck coming up behind them, and they're like, oh shit, and they speed up. Oh, look who it is. I see a lot of these because, I mean, we have a terminal on Laredo, so it makes sense. Or I say we, but I don't even work for them anymore. CFI, there's a CFI truck right there. I have noticed that a lot of CFI trucks are fine. It looks like most of them. It looks like they got rid of most of the old generations. A lot of them that I pass up now are next gen Kenworths now. I very rarely pass up the old style Kenworths. I say old style, but the bubble body, as I like to call it, because everything went a little bit more box. Everything went a little bit more square. There's CFI. See you later, 65. I'll pass up a couple of those per day, and I'll pass up a couple of MBT trucks. But yeah, so once I get to the first shipper, I'll go ahead and show y'all what that looks like, and we'll back it up to that first shipper, and then time permitting, I'll take y'all to the second one. I'll take you to both of my stops today. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully I'm able to do both of them. That's my goal today. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all both of them, but let's get to the first one first. So I'll see y'all here in a minute. All right, guys. So, hold up. Sorry, it's the weather, man. So we made it to our first shipper here. This is Buckland. This is the Buckland facility here in Laredo. It's right off of I-35. And we got to get to one of these spots here. It was probably going to be number 5. Probably just squeeze into number 5 here. This one here. This place doesn't open till 9. But I like to get here early because this place becomes a little bit of a cluster of a mess around this time. As you can see now. Now there's a truck right here. And I kind of feel like he'll be able to get the trailer out without me being right here. But this is what I'm going to do. Here comes the... So now I got the Midwest Logistics guy talking to me. Hold on. So I'm going to come back and do this again. Alright guys, so I'm going to try this again. I had to fix a little issue there, but I got the doors open. So we're going to be getting into 5, which is going to be on the other side of this Mappa trailer here. So like I said, this basically becomes a little bit of a clusterfuck, as you can see. There's already a guy that's already cutting right in between. You can see my hazard lights are on. And let's see how far he goes. How far she goes. I might have to go and tell her depending on how far she goes. Because this is why I don't like messing around too much here. Because you got a lot of people that like to mess around. And they like to play games out here and stuff. And you have to be very, very careful. So I'm going to, as soon as I can do it, I'm going to go ahead and move. So I can start letting them know there's nobody coming next to me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Start cutting it now because I want to show people that I'm trying to, move to a spot. So we'll go about right. I don't need that much space, just need enough to get over to the 5. So that should be good. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it back. Nobody coming to the right. We're going to scoot over. And basically, see, I got here kind of early. So what I'm going to end up having to do, because I got here kind of early, is I'm just going to end up having to stay here and just kind of sit in the parking lot a bit, which is fine with me. Like I said, it's a lot better because this place gets a little clusterfucky at a certain time. Turn the wheel because I need to turn it a little bit more to get it where I want it to go. because I want to end up kind of towards the middle of the thing here, and then I gotta watch out for this truck over here. Make sure I clear it. I might have to turn it a little bit more right to get it where I want it to go. That's perfect. As long as I don't hit this guy's truck over here on the right, I think I'll end up perfect. I don't want it to do too much readjusting to the trailer. I don't have enough pull-up room. I got enough room here. I see a guy standing there. Those Midwest guys that are there, that guy that's right there with the hat, we talk pretty often. So they come over here and do their stops as well. They're really nice guys. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it about right here, and I'm gonna straighten it out because I'm not straight with the dock right now. So I'm gonna come out just a little bit. You got a lot of impatience. You got a lot of impatience out here. I'm gonna honk just in case somebody's walking behind me. I don't want somebody to hit me. And then I just gotta line it up with the door a bit. I come a little bit more this way because I'm a little bit too over to the right. I like to get this thing as close to the center of the door as possible. So about right there should be good. And then we'll come around and we'll see what it looks like. I'm a little bit crooked. I can tell that the trailer's crooked, so I'm going to have to straighten it out. So let me straighten it out. I'll come a little bit over to the right because I want to get this trailer straight. I don't want it to be crooked. So just little baby adjustments. I say little baby adjustments, but I made kind of a big one there. That's okay. So we'll come back again. And now I can make the baby adjustment here to get this thing just completely straight with the dot. And then turn it a little bit more this way. And then turn it back. And now I should be in a spot where yeah, right there. That's perfect. So now I can just roll it back straight. And I'll be perfectly where I want this thing to be. So I'm going to bump it real nice here. There we go. I'll move back just a little bit more. We'll be good there. I'm gonna go check it to make sure that I bumped it correctly here real quick. I'll keep the mic attached. I have a new mic, by the way, guys. So if I sound a little bit different, it's because of this new mic that I got. So it might sound a little bit clearer. So I'm gonna keep the mic on. I don't know how far the receiver goes, so we're gonna test this out. If it sounds good, we'll keep the sound. If not, I'll cut it out. But I'm gonna go walk it real quick and just see what it looks like. See how long this receiver goes. I don't know if it goes this far or not, but we're gonna try it out. Let's see like how I lined it up here. I wanted to be lined up about right here, and I'll be able to see pretty good what it looks like. So as long as it's right here, they'll be able to get the ramp up, and over here they're gonna have to adjust that before they put the ramp up though, because of these boxes, these crates right here. But as long as there's enough room right here for them to put the ramp and go over, then we're good to go. So where it's at is perfect. Like I said, this place doesn't open till about 9 a.m. I got here about 20 minutes early. So I'll be here until and once their doors open, I'm gonna walk right in and tell them I'm here. Give them their return paperwork stuff, and we'll be good to go. Because right now I think we're staring at we're about 10 minutes. We're about 10 minutes to 9. So I'll be sitting here for a little bit, and then once they get going, then we'll go over to the second stop. But yeah. See, right now, it's not that bad, but if you look over there now, what's going on over there? There's a lot of traffic over there now, and at about 9 o'clock, this whole entire front part right here becomes a bit of a mess. That's why, typically, if I can help it, I do like to get here a little bit earlier so that I can at least get into the spot, and I don't mind just sitting here for a little while versus having to deal with all the crazy traffic and whatnot, and it's a lot better than the alternative, but the back is not hard. The dock is the place has more than enough space to do your backing and stuff like that. It becomes a little bit more difficult when there's other trucks that are like parked in the spots, but still not too bad. But with the way it was this morning, it was pretty easy. But yeah, we'll come back here in a bit, and we'll go to the second stop once we're done here. All right, so let's go ahead. A little bit of a couple of our guys leaving this spot right now, but I need to get into 4. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do something that I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret doing it this way. The lady kind of forced me to do it though. But I'm going to dip, and then I'm going to come and try to do a complete turnaround here. and to get to 4. So now I need to start turning all the way to the left. This is going to be the tough part about this. Is that I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off or not. I'm going to try my best to pull off this. We're going to see. I'm going to have to come back a little bit. A little bit over to the right. Shouldn't hit anybody over here. And then I'm going to pull it all the way left. And go all the way to the left. Like all the way to the left. I'm going to go all the way left. We're going to go over to the right a little bit. And then I'm going to go back all the way left again. And I want to try to see if I can line this thing up to 4. I might have to get past him a little bit. Let's see. I can still pull it up a little bit more before I have to come back around. But she got out of my way. It's funny because she got out of my way so that I could make this back. And then he got in my way. And so I was like, the lady that was ahead of me, he got out of my way so that I could make this back. I'd still be able to do this, but let's go ahead and turn back. Oh boy. I'll still be able to do it. It's just going to take a little bit. I'll make sure I don't hit his truck. But that's why I'm going to start dipping it now. And then I'll just fix the dip here in a minute. I'll just fix it. I just don't want to get too close to the trailer over here. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then luckily our driver is right there in 3. So if I'm getting too close to him, he'll honk the horn. But I usually am able to get the angles pretty good on this. See that patch of green grass right there? That's kind of my target because I can't really see the lines very well. But that patch of green grass is pretty much my target where I want to send this thing to before I really start getting it to turn. Because it looks like I'm going to end up kind of floating into 3 a little bit if I keep going like this. So I'm going to need to stretch it a little bit more or start turning it. And see, right now I don't want to do that because that's going to make it more difficult for me to mess around. It's okay, you're fine. Now I can go over to the left a little bit and then scoot it over just a tad bit and then do a hard turn to get it where I want it. If I hard turn it now, then I can fix it real quick. Yeah, see, I'm not getting towards. And then I don't want to have to make like too much of a big ass adjustment. So I just want to ease it in here real nice. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. Now I'm getting into the line, so all the way left. Turn it a little bit more to the right. And now all the way left. And then I'm going to have to, because I'm not going to come into the dock straight, I'm going to have to fix it. So I'm going to this way and then all the way left. And then I'm going to have to like pull up a bit because I'm already kind of at the dock. But this is an easy fix. So I'll go about right here. And then I'm just going to have to turn it this way all the way to the right and then fix it. It's not a big deal. I can do that. I can make that real easy. I also could have waited until this guy left, but it's all right. It's an easy adjustment to straighten it out. Right here, I already have it straight now. I have all of this space still, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And then now all I have to do is make a slight adjustment over to the right, not too much, just to kind of angle the trailer out. And once I have it straight, then just dip it. So right now I need to get a little bit further in, just by a little bit. And then I can go ahead and turn it all the way and get it straight. And once I have this thing straight, then we're good to go. But it's almost there. Just gotta dip it a little bit more. All right, now I can get it straight. If I can get it straight about right here, then we'll be good to go. So snake it in just a bit. Turn it. Right there, straight. So turn it. And then bump it. And I think we should be good. Let's see. I think we should be good. I can probably leave it here. I'll go look and see real quick. I'm a little crooked, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll look and see. My tractor's a little bit crooked, but the trailer is actually straight as can be. So that's actually something that's a lot better. Let's double check and see. Make sure that we're in the dock. Oh yeah, we're there, and they'll be able to put the ramp over there real nicely. I don't even see the ramp. Oh, they already put it on there. I didn't take very long. Actually, the ramp is right there. Oh, you know what? They're gonna have me pull up because they didn't put the ramp down. So I'm gonna have to pull up anyways because they didn't put the ramp down. But either way, I'm in there straight, so all I gotta do is adjust. You see, my tractor's kind of crooked. So if I wanted to straighten that out, I could. And I'm probably, because I mean, anyways, I'm gonna have to pull up anyways. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a little bit anyways. And I'm just gonna kind of trail it a bit like this. Keep it straight. And they're gonna have to, what they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to lower the ramp and then I can back up. So I'm gonna go do that, but that's it. So I'm gonna back up to this one, get loaded, and then I will come back when I'm back at the terminal. All right. So now we've arrived at my home terminal here at the Ceva terminal. I already went and turned in all of my paperwork for this loaded that I got, and they gave me the assignment for the next trailer that I'm gonna have. It's not gonna go out until Monday, but I do have to pick up the trailer and take it to the yard, and then the truck and the trailer stay at the yard over the weekend. So I have to drive through here. It's a full-on warehouse, like I said, so I can't take you inside, but because it's an active warehouse, so no video recording on the inside. But out here is fine. But these are all of our trailers here. It's a mixture. There's some Charger ones here because they do a freight with Charger. Typically, a rule of thumb is if you see a dock that's open, you go ahead and drop it into an open dock. But I'm not sure if that's the case today. I see an open dock, but I'm not sure if that's where they want it. I usually go and ask the yard dogs where they want the trailer, because sometimes they're taking and pulling and taking and pulling. So we'll see here in a minute. And then my other trailer, I'll need to kind of zoom through here and double check to see, but I'm pretty sure it's back there because that's where it was the other day. I wasn't able to take that one because it was in need of repairs, so I ended up not taking it. But it looks like they've done the repairs to it, so I'll be taking it this time around. So I can do this because I see where I can go. So I'm going to take it right here is where I'm going to go ahead and park it. So I have this trailer to be kind of like my marker. And because, like I said before a couple of times since I've been on here, because I have a day cab, it's just a lot easier to park these things. So that trailer right there is kind of my marker where I want to go with it. I'll go ahead and start turning it now because I'm going to end up swinging this way. So let's do it. Get this thing parked. And usually we just drop the trailers for our yard dogs, and then they go and pull them. So I'm going to see how this dip looks here, but I can see the spot. And because there's not a truck there, like I've said before, what I like to do is I like to take it a little bit on the inside, just so that I can get this thing to drop into the box area. And the box areas are really huge here, so I don't have a lot to worry about. So then as soon as I feel like I can get around it, I start getting around it really, really fast. So about right here, start getting around it, and now I can start pulling back to the left. And I gave myself plenty of space on the right, so I don't even have to worry about that. But I do need to turn it a little bit more to get it to go into the box. And once I got it into the box, then I start, once I get that first set of wheels in the box, then I start turning it over to kind of clean it up a bit. Hopefully they don't come and tell me. If I can take this one to hopefully they don't come and tell me, ooh, hello. That scared me. It wasn't me. Okay, so let me know that I got it kind of in the box. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up a bit, because I don't want it to fade over to the other side too much. So I'm going to start cleaning it up. I go just a little bit to the right, and then all the way, a little bit to the right, and then all the way to the left to get it to swing over, so that I can get it kind of towards the middle of the box. About right in there. That's pretty good. Now that's a little bit crooked, as you can see. That's an easy fix though. That's just going over here like this, seeing where the lines are, and then just straightening it out. Got a little bit of room up here to work with. And so now I can see. So now I can see on both sides what I'm working with, because I see that there's stairs over there. So I have to be careful and be cognizant of those stairs, so that I don't knock into them. Now I'm not even close to those stairs. So I'm gonna straighten this thing out just a bit, so that I can get it nice and straight. It looks like I got it nice and straight. And then I'm just gonna let this thing kind of drop. I just realized that I think I'm a little bit too low on my seat. That, or my mirror shifted. Yeah, because I think my mirror shifted a little bit. So I should be able to see what I'm looking at the ground. Okay, there we go. Anyways, let's go back. And then the rule of thumb is that they want us to put these things close, but not. They want us to put it close to the wall, but we can't bang the wall. So don't bang the wall. And that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave them lined up with that one a little bit more, so I can line up with the other one. I don't want to be the one that's sticking out like a sore thumb. So a little bit more. Now that should be good. Yeah, now I'm in there with the other one, so we can go ahead and stop it here. I'm in the line, so that's all that matters. God, I gotta tell you guys, like, I really, really enjoy driving this day cab, man. Oh man, it's so easy to drive. I mean, Jesus Christ, it makes truck driving look so easy. It's still not. It's still a tough gig every day, but at the very least, it's not that. It's just like this. So now what I'm gonna do is I just need to drop this trailer. I need to do a post-trip inspection on it. So I'm gonna turn on my little tester lights here, and I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna go take a look and make sure that everything looks good on the trailer. If I do find anything that might not be wrong, or that if I find anything that might be wrong with it, then I need to go back into the office and I need to fill out a DVIR for the trailer, so that way they know. And then of course I'll go and get them a new trailer, and then I'll hook up and I'll see what it looks like from there. But yeah, guys, so I mean that's it for today. I mean that's a day in my life at this point on this job. 2 stops a day, and then back here and drop, and then I go back to the yard. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me as usual. I don't want to get our driver on camera. So I'm trying to do, and one of our drivers just drove right in front of me. But yeah, guys, thank you as usual. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all guys very, very soon. I don't know when the next video is gonna drop. Depends on me really, when I want to film and what I want to film, all that fun stuff. You know how it goes. I think I'm talking too much, but anyway. Anyway, guys, be safe out there. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see y'all down the road. Peace.